NFL embarrassed as pictures of empty stadium seats circulate internet. The most controversial season in National Football League history rolled on into its seventh week in earnest on Sunday afternoon, and while anthem protests may have cooled somewhat, attendance hasn't exactly warmed up accordingly. In fact, a series of pictures on social media seem to indicate just how denuded of fans some NFL stadiums look this weekend, and it wasn't just the usual suspects. Take these pictures from Chicago, where the Bears were playing Cam Newton's California Panthers. The Bears are usually a sure sellout no matter how the team is doing, and any Cam Newton team is bound to bring in some fans who might be recalcitrant to see a mediocre home team. Not so much, though, it seems. Chicago, lots of empty seats at kickoffs. I'm sure you've seen these pictures. A lot of empty seats here. Usually sell out. The Colts aren't exactly having a fantastic year and were recently the subject of a walkout by Vice President Mike Pence after visiting 49ers players. Knelt for the anthem. Nevertheless, they are known to have a strong following in their hometown of Indianapolis. Again, that couldn't save them from empty seats. Lucas Oil is very, very empty. People are coming simply because they paid for the season in advance, and tons of empty seats at kickoffs. Then there were usual suspects for paltry attendance, although they were looking even shoddier than usual. First up, the Cleveland Browns, and we are underway. It's empty. It's empty. Empty. Okay? I think there might be more people on the field than in the stands for the Browns. Thankfully, they're the one team where that might not be such a bad thing. The odds are some of Sunday's attendees could probably find a spot on the depth chart somewhere. That's what I call synergy. Miami also isn't known as a city to support their sports teams, though, through thick and thin. But even by that standard, Sunday's audience was remarkably thin. Absolutely. This is like less than, like about 50%, 50-50, if not less, more empty seats. Nobody cares about Jets or the Dolphins. Swaths of empty seats here post-kickoff. I'm sure there will be plenty of think pieces, an inaccurate term for the journalistic forum, if I ever heard one, published this week regarding how the causes of the attendance drop are multifarious and shouldn't be blamed on anthem protesters. What? Right, that's why the commissioner issued a memo very strongly urging players to stand for the Star-Spangled Banner. That's why Sports Illustrated is running regular reports of what teams and which players are protesting, as if it were the maritime shipping forecast. That's why recent polls suggest 55% are opposed to the protest, as opposed to 41% who support them. Correlation is not always casualty, but I think we have enough evidence to surmise that the ratings and attendance bloodbath that the NFL is experiencing may have something to do with the protest and how the league has handled it. And if you don't want to believe me, just check the stadium stands next week. Absolutely. You know, what are they trying to, make a joke that it's not because of the protests that these places are empty? So what else is there? Sales are down. Everything is down. So, even though the players are, guaranteed through their contract that they're going to be paid. Yeah, but you may not be getting signed up for the next season. And again, unless they change these players and interview the new ones, I don't see people coming back anytime soon. And, you know, once you do something like this, I don't think people trust, and they just are turned off by everything. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.